everybody doing? I literally just woke up from my nap. I had that Taco Bell. Man, that thing was good too. Alright. Let me get myself together, alright? Alright. Now that I got that all situated, I'm all together and everything, I said I was going to make this video, and it was going to be about lease purchase and about training. Let's start with lease purchase because you need the truck for you to do the training. So, come to lease purchase. The reason why I don't mind lease purchase. Lease purchase is cool no matter where you, depending on where you go. That's the words to really use. Depending on where you go, what system they have for it to work out. That's all it is. Everyone comes up, and this is what you hear a lot. Man, you don't make a lot of money on lease purchase. The company always make the most money. That's going to be happening no matter what. Especially in the trucking industry. I understand that. I understand no matter what, they're going to make the most of the money. There's the reason they're the billion-dollar companies, and we're not. You know what I mean? It's a reason for that. Probably because they're making in more money. And there's a little more to that, and I'm not going to go into that. But yeah, they're making most of the money. Okay, cool. Why are you counting another man's pockets? You know what I mean? That's kind of how I look at it. That's one. Secondly, this is what you always have to ask yourself when it comes to doing this lease purchase. What are you doing it for? Your main reason. And whether it's getting your own authority, whether it's getting your own truck, whether it's making as much money as you can, whether it's no matter what the situation is. I have mine. And I have a few. And with it, you keep the main thing the main thing. I'm not worried about what Hirschbosch make. I'm not. Yes, I'm wearing their paraphernalia. Yes, I'm wearing the hats, the shirts. I'm wearing all of that. And I might even go support them because they're such a great company, buy some more stuff later on. But when it's all said and done, I'm really not worried about their pockets. I'm worried about what it is that I'm trying to accomplish. So when you come over here and you start trying to do the lease purchase thing, what are you trying to gain from this? You know what I mean? Whether it's even with Hirschbosch, whether if it's not with Hirschbosch, what is the reason you're doing this and stay there? You're not going to find a perfect company that got 100% of everything you will want. It's not going to happen, okay? It's just really not. So it's just to a situation where you sit there and you're like, okay, these are my main important things, and these are the ones that's not. And you just got to find it. Now, if you want to turn around and make a case on a company and say, well, they don't do this, and they don't do this, and they don't do this, and they don't do this, you're going to do that very easily. Very easily. And you're going to jump from a lot of companies doing it. Trust me. I had to learn that. You're going to jump quick because you're looking for reasons to leave. Why do it? Why even come if you're going to do that? You know what I mean? So it's just to the point now where it's like, no. Now, I understand this whole thing with other ways and other things that's going on out here when it comes to freight brokering and all that other stuff. I've dealt with brokers before. That's a whole nother video. And we will talk about that on a later time. But when it just comes to lease purchase itself, what is your goal? What is your main reason? And is that company helping you achieve that goal? If they are, to me, what are you complaining for? If not, ask yourself, why not? Is it them? Is it you? Is it you're not running how you need to run? How is it they're not giving you the loads that you need for you to be able to to accomplish what you need to accomplish with them runs? That's a personal question you got to ask yourself. And I'm not going to lie. A lot of people, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to be honest. And I don't know who's going to like this or not. But this is the honest truth. Because I have a lot of people that does lease purchase. I have a lot of people who turn around and have their own trucks. I know a lot of people. And when it's all said and done, a lot of people failed or gave up or whatever it is you want to call it. It was on them. Now, I don't know really any females that's done this. Personally, I don't. They're all men. So I'm going to say this up front and be honest with it. Most of the time that the men starts failing or have failed doing whatever it is that they were doing when it comes to this lease purchase, being an owner-operator, being all of these things, in all actuality, it's because they were worried about a female that was at home. I ain't trying to talk junk. I ain't trying to be negative. That's just the honesty of my thing of what I've always seen. Most of them, not all, but most, the downfall, a female was behind it. They was worried about what their female was doing at home. They was worried about getting home to that female, even if the female met them out here like this. They'll be out here for 2 months at a time. Next thing you know, they trying to be home every week. They'll be out here for 3 weeks at a time, a month at a time. Now they trying to be home as much as they can be. And they got kids. And it don't be the kids. Because when they had the kids, they were out here. But as soon as they got that female, now all of a sudden, I need to be home. I'm just letting you know. And I've told all of them, hey, you starting to be home a little too much. I think you're going home a little bit too much, man. You might want to backtrack on that and keep the main thing the main thing. They didn't. So they lost it. Is that the company's fault? Is that? No. We're out here and we're all, no matter how you try to put it, we're all out here. No one's going to be out here truck driving, being away from their family the way they are for free. So you can't tell me not out here for part, if not most, if not a big reason, the money. I remember my brother used to tell me something a long time ago when he used to sit there and say, money ain't everything, but it sure is a good down payment. Like, and that's a real statement. There's not much out here I can't think of that don't cost money. My kids want things, and I want to be able to supply that. My wife wants to do and want things. Yes, she works and she does the things she needs to do. But I need to do things on my end too. And all this stuff that we want and we need and we're planning and we whatever costs money. It costs money. You can't pay child support with air. I can't. It takes money. A lot of the things that turn around that happen, it wasn't because I worked a 9 to 5. I tried it. That thing is hard. Definitely with all these things that is hard. It's my license. It's this truck, me doing what I'm doing. You gotta keep that in perspective, excuse me. Not perception, but you do gotta keep that in perspective. And I do understand that if you do have a spouse, it is hard for a lot of spouses to understand this side because they're not used to that. This, as much as people know or think they know about truck drivers and truck driving and everything that's going on, everything out here, this isn't a common, like, majority of 50 I put maybe even 70-75% of people to sit there and say, well, person look at their life, I don't think they can say 75% of people they know are truck drivers. This ain't that. You know what I mean? But they can tell you how many people go to work and come home every day. They can name a plethora of those. But something like that's not. You know truck drivers. How many out of all the people you know do you know really? You know what I mean? They don't really know. So it's like, this is a lifestyle. I will admit that. I remember I was told that when I first came on here. This thing is truck driving is a lifestyle. Especially when you do this lease purchase thing, because you run a business. And with a business, you running a business, especially when you first starting out and you first starting to get whatever. Your business is your pimp. Like, that's the best word to use. Your business is your pimp, and when it comes calling and say we need this done, you get up and you go rolling to get it done. Your business is your pimp. Like, it is crazy how it is, but that's just the honest truth with it, of how it really reacts and works. It becomes your, until you get things rolling. And some people have to understand it, like, okay, they're doing what they got to do, whatever. And if you don't got that type of spouse and you don't want to lose that type of spouse, or they're not comfortable, cool. I get it. I'm not talking to you. But the rest, you got to think about that. Really think about that, okay? And when it comes to this lease purchase thing, look, everybody ain't meant to be a business owner. Some people are meant to be employees, and that's okay. That is okay. But if you decide to do this, understand why you're doing it and what's going to come with it. I think a lot of people make decisions on doing things and don't think about the good and the bad that can come with when you do these things. You know what I mean? So, don't get me wrong. When I got asked for my divorce, I was not even lease purchase yet. But she wasn't used to me not being there. We've had this conversation, me and her, before. She wasn't used to it. And you know what's crazy? I don't blame her. I don't. On that part, I'm not mad at her for that. I get it. At one point, I'm there every day. The next day, I'm gone. I get it. I get it. Cool. You made your decision. It's fine. Now, my wife now, I was upfront with her. Hey, you know what I do? You see what I do? See how often I'm gone? Are you sure you're okay with that? You know what's funny is, it's usually the people around them, man. Or even around me. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you... Okay. This is all I can tell you. Okay? And then I'm going to go on to the training part. I want you to think about this. And this is what really makes me really stay out here like this. And my kids understand what I do. My oldest son, he know I've been doing this since he was like 1 or 2. So it's all he knows. So he's fine. The rest of them, it's all they know as well. So it's fine. This is how it really goes, though. And this is a thought process I think a lot of people gotta keep. I want you to think about somebody, anybody in your life. Think about what they were doing 5 years ago. Just think about their everyday life, what they were doing 5 years ago. What was going on 5 years ago? An adult. 5 years, anybody. You got it? Cool. Now think about that same person and what they're doing now. And ask yourself, What's really the difference? I put money, the majority of y'all are going to say nothing. There's really nothing different. And if that is your answer, the question is, then what are you missing? Because a lot of people don't understand. Everybody do the same thing. Even with me being on this road, I realized real quick, everybody really is doing the same thing every day. They wake up in the morning, they get the kids ready, if it's their responsibility to get them ready. Take them to school, or drop them off the bus stop, or tell them bye, make their lunch, whatever. Go to work, come home, help the kids with homework and stuff like that. Feed the kids. Did you try to relax for a little bit? Take a shower, go to bed. Wake up, next day, do it all over again. There somewhat unpredictability is on the weekends, but usually it's the same thing they do most of the weekends. If they go out usually around the same people. If they go out during the week, they usually going out around to the same places that you go pretty much any other time or any other day in the week, around the same people. Doing the same exact thing that they were doing the week before or the weekend before. Or that's all that's going on. And there ain't nothing new going on. So why if I see, okay, this is what you want to do, why would it be wrong for me to say, okay, while you're doing that, I'm going to go out here and do this because this can make me better? Or is it, and this is the question I'm asking, you're just trying to figure out, or you just want to be able to have a life to maintain? And that's real questions. Are you just trying to maintain, or are you trying to grow? And if you're just trying to maintain where you at and keep it there and that's it, fine, that's your choice. But I don't think that's a lot of people want. But a lot of people don't want to make the sacrifices that needs to be made for it to happen. They just want it without the sacrifices. Nah, you have to sacrifice somewhere. Success. I remember on the TV show Empire, Cookie, Twice Henson had a verse in there. Now it's like one of my favorite verses in the TV show, where she turned around and told Jamal, her son, success has a bill, and it's going to come and ask you to pay his bill one day. You're going to have to pay it. So now it's time for you to pay your bill. That's what she told her son. And there is so much truth in that. Success has a bill. There's something you have to pay. Whether it is time, most of it is time, honestly. But whether it's time or even other things, you're going to have to pay that. For success or for whatever goal it is, you're going to have to sacrifice and pay that bill it is worth called success. That's just what it is, okay? And I'm going to leave it at that. I can go forever on that topic. Secondly, training. Why do I want to train? I get that a lot of people will sit here and have a lot of say-so and opinions about training. I have trained before. I've had people in my personal life, man, don't you come to my truck? Let me, train in your truck and you teach me your truck how to drive. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. First off, I'm never home to do it. I'm not home enough to do that. Secondly, no, you ain't. Not in my truck. No, you ain't. Nope. Go to truck driving school. Like, that's all I say. Go to truck driving school. Go. I get it. A lot of people don't want to go to truck driving school. Oh, it costs this much. Man, if you knew how much you're going to get back, you do it. here's the thing about training with with companies like Hirschbosch or other companies other companies I trained before. I get that most trainers is really like, look, I'm just trying to hurry up in teams so I can make the most money possible while I got this training. I get this drivers and driver trainers like that. I get it. I'm just not one of those. It's a system. There is a system. You gotta have a system as a trainer. Everybody learn and go at things at different speeds, and you have to be able to be okay and understand that. I know a lot of people sit there and say, oh man, I know somebody had an accident or this happened because they was in the back and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay. And exactly what I asked. Okay. So you don't want to train. And I had this conversation with somebody in orientation because we were talking about training. Well, it was one of the classmates. I said, cool. You don't want to train? That's fine. What you're saying to me don't make sense, though. It's like, why? Why it don't make sense to you? How you don't understand? Someone did this and they got this, and I had heard it so many times that person. Okay, here's the thing. You have heard or have known people that have gotten into car wrecks and may have even passed, and they were driving. That don't stop you from driving your car. And that's more common of happening out here than what we're talking about right now. So what we're talking about. You see what I'm saying? Come on. It makes sense to me. So that's why I don't mind it. It's like, okay, yeah, I had one, but guess what? There was something going on I wasn't comfortable with already. Where it was like, you know what? I'm not going to sleep. I'm not doing, no. We're not there yet. I'm going to make sure. And we're going to be positive that you're able to handle this thing. And that's just that. So when it's all said and done, it's okay. It's not. I get some people don't like people in the truck with them. I ain't gonna lie. I'm the person I really don't want people in the truck with me. But I can't sit there and say I didn't enjoy training either, because I like teaching. I like helping. I like showing people different ways or looking at things at different ways. Get better understanding. And that's just me. And that kind of overpowers that for me. And also with me being out the way that I'm out, two things. One, I should have somebody now. And it's like, oh, okay, I got somebody to talk to. Because we're all human at the end of the day, and we all need some type of people interaction at a certain point. So it does give me that. The second thing is this. I get the people interaction. And also, why not make the most money that I can while I'm already out here and I'm gone? If I'm going to be gone away from my kids and my wife like this, I might as well make it worth it. That's my mentality. It's what makes sense for me. Now, it does not mean you have to do it. It means you can sit there and say, man, I don't care what you're talking about. Which is cool. But that's what makes sense for me. Do what makes sense for you. That's all I'm saying. So, that's why I want to do the training. And I actually like Hirschbosch here actually gives me a thing where they say you got to have at least, 45 days here before you can even do that, something like that. And it's like, you know what? Cool, because that actually gives me time to learn your system, learn your actual device right here. So, and trust me, it's little different components to this right here. So it gives me time to learn all that. When I'm saying this right here and I'm grabbing my e-log, my tablet. So cool. Can't complain with that. I get it. So no. That's all it is. So I'm your boy Slim. If you want to join Hirschbosch, comment, let me know. I can see the information that's needed on my description for the content creator page for this YouTube. There's my email address. I can send you everything you need. I am waiting on some things from Hirschbosch themselves, and when I receive that, I will give it to y'all to let you know. Complete this app. I'm gonna talk to my recruiter and see if he minds me putting his number out. Pretty sure it's a work number, but his name and his number out, and he said y'all could call him as well. So no, you're not in this alone. You're not. And you got any questions, I got you. But if somebody wants to do something, it's cool. I know about Wildbeard. I'm going to put this out. I know about Wildbeard. I'm not going to lie. Before I even came on to Hirschbosch, I watched probably 2 or 3 of his videos. He seemed like a cool guy. Hope to meet him one day, actually. He seemed like a real cool guy. And I know, I'm pretty sure he's doing Lease Purchas. And I know he's doing the Tyson account. I don't think I can do a Tyson account. I don't know if I would even want to do a Tyson account, because I don't know if I want to be constrained to a certain salary. I don't know if I would want that. You know what I mean? If there's an account, there is an account that I would want to jump on. But it's not Tyson. It's something else. But it's something that I know very well because I done it with my last company. And this same exact company that they're picking, I've done it with them before. So it's like, oh, okay. I don't mind getting back to that. I actually enjoyed that, actually. So it's like, and it gave me something different to do from time to time. So it's like, that's fine. I don't even think that's a consistent basis type thing. But I know about Wildbeard. It seems like he's doing well. He's doing great. And I'm happy for him. I am happy for him. Trust me. I'm happy for him. I just watched the video where he talked about how he had to downsize and do all this stuff until he got to where he was able to do some of the things he's able to do. Hey, happy for you. Hey, man, been there. Matter of fact, doing it. You see what I'm saying? Cool. Hey, recording on my phone too, my man. I'm doing that right now. Like, cool. Everything's on my phone. But I know where I can get to. Because I keep in my main thing the main thing, and my goals and the goals. That's just what it is. So, I hope y'all have a great day. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Y'all going to hear from me. I'm doing this every day. I think I done figured out this editing thing. So, every day. Every single day. So, hope y'all have a great one. And I'm about to work out and take a shower PlayStation 5 today. Haven't did that in a couple days. So, talk to y'all later, all right? Again, my name is Slim.